Back in the book segment tonight, Stossel matters. As we told you in the Talking Points memo, the Congressional Budget Office says that Obamacare might discourage some Americans from working. They can either make it on entitlements and or in the underground economy. Recently, John Stossel tackled the issue.
What should government do to help people in need?
Give them money.
They need to find more jobs.
At this food stamp and job center, people are accustomed to handouts and want more.
Is there something more they should do for you in here?
Help us more.
Have you looked for jobs?
Yeah.
No jobs around?
Nah.
Really? I asked my team to check that out. Within a few blocks of that welfare office, they found lots of businesses that want to hire people.
You're Nanny Stossel. You see him Thursday nights on the Fox Business Channel. So, in my opinion, not based on data, we're creating a nanny state mentality in this country. Not everybody. Obviously, there are going to be people who are ambitious and who want to do well in a marketplace. But enough people are saying, you know, I can con the system, disability, entitlements, now Obamacare, that I'm just going to float. As Nancy Pelosi said, they're going to paint, all right, and not houses. And you say?
That you are absolutely right. We agree on this one. And there is some data in that you can see it in disability rates going up.
Crazy.
Even though we have health care that's improved and fewer people do manual labor,
right,
more people say, I'm helpless, I'm disabled.
Right.
It's just logical. If you reward people for being helpless, more people will act helpless.
Now, in schools, public schools, some of them do social promotions, which means if you show up, you get promoted, and then you finally get a high school degree without really working hard, without doing what you're supposed to. You go out, you really can't do very much. And then it's like, well, look, I mean, all I have to do is show up, and you got to give me stuff. I think it starts with the children.
Maybe, but certainly the culture of that job center, where they said no jobs, and we quickly found 40 jobs, 24 of which were entry-level. Restaurants right nearby were saying, if people would just apply, I'd love to hire
But the
people.
guy had a neck brace on. See, and he was disabled. I'm not
all of them were disabled.
I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm just saying that there is, if you go to Europe, and which cradle to grave entitlements in Scandinavia, in France, in Holland, there is a subclass of people that just say, hey, I'm not going to work. But there's not that many of them. Here we have a nation of 320 million people. And if you get 20% like that, that's 64 million that you got to support. That's what I'm worried about.
And the alternative is not let people suffer. Before we had the trillion-dollar welfare state, we had private charities that were better at saying, this guy needs help, this guy needs a kick in the rear.
You're going to get an argument about that from the social scientists and the social justice people. They're going to say that the state has to regulate it because the other people can't. That's what Obamacare is all about, is it not? Is it not?
Yes, but they are wrong, because the state should compete with private charities. Private charity would do it much better.
But private charity is in business to help people help themselves, not just to give people stuff ad infinitum, right?
But government is one-size-fits-all rules.
That's right.
I sent someone to that job center saying, help me get a job. And they said, well, you first have to apply for welfare. First have to apply for food stamps.
But there still isn't any drug testing. There still isn't any. And the Obama administration has lessened the rules for looking for jobs while you're getting government assistance. They've gutted those rules, have they not?
They have gutted some, but I don't think that's the important point. The important point is that people learn, if you can get free stuff, take it, and your neighbor starts to feel like a sucker. So over time, more people do it. This is bad for America.
It is bad.
Work makes you feel good and is good for you.
Work makes you feel good? Is that?
Working hard to achieve a goal. You don't have to work.
Oh, yeah.
You choose this.
Stossel, factor tip.